Many people are used to thinking that video games are just entertainment. Games are often seen as a way to kill time. But from the perspective of psychology and neuroscience, things are a little more interesting. With the right approach, games can actually help. Games can shift the brain from a state of anxiety into a state of recovery. When a person experiences stress, the sympathetic nervous system becomes activated. This is the part of the nervous system responsible for the fight or flight response. At that moment, tension in the body increases. The heart rate goes up. Anxiety becomes stronger. The brain starts replaying unpleasant thoughts. The amygdala becomes especially active. This is the part of the brain connected to fear and emotional reactions. A video game can temporarily redirect attention. It can shift attention away from anxious thoughts. For example, completing a level, building a house, solving a puzzle, gathering resources, or completing a mission. Instead of chaos, the brain gets structure. There is a goal, rules, and a result. When a sense of control appears, the level of inner tension goes down. Another important mechanism is the state of flow. A person becomes fully immersed in the process. They lose track of time. They stop constantly analyzing their problems. At that moment, the inner noise becomes quieter. The prefrontal cortex helps keep focus on a specific action. Video games can affect the dopamine system. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter connected to motivation and the expectation of reward. When a player reaches a small goal, receives a reward, or sees progress, the brain gets the signal, "I handled this." This creates a feeling of effectiveness. It can slightly restore the emotional state. Calm games work especially well for relaxation. Simulators, farming games, puzzle games, creative sandbox games, cozy adventures. They have less pressure, less aggression, more predictability. This kind of game can help activate the parasympathetic nervous system. It is responsible for relaxation, recovery. The parasympathetic system is connected to a sense of safety. But it is important to understand, not all games are calming. Fast competitive matches can increase stress. Toxic communication can increase irritation. Constant losses can be exhausting. High tension can have the opposite effect. It can increase the release of cortisol, the stress hormone. One person may feel calm after playing, while another may feel irritated and tired. It all depends on the genre and the length of the gaming session. It also depends on the emotional state of the player. Video games can be a useful way to recover. If they do not replace sleep, if they do not replace communication, if they do not replace work and real life, in moderate amounts, they give the brain a safe space. There are clear rules, small victories, and a sense of control. Video games do not calm the nervous system in some magical way. They help reduce anxious tension. They help restore a sense of control. They help create a positive emotional response. After the right game, it becomes easier to breathe. It becomes calmer to think. It becomes easier to return to reality. The game is no longer an escape from life. It becomes a healthy way to recover a little strength.